Why is the pan-seared ribeye steak so special? The answer lies in the crust. The technique of searing creates a unique exterior crust that is the epitome of steak perfection. This classic recipe is a favorite among many, offering a fantastic steak experience right from the comfort of your kitchen. A lot of folks today like to cook indoors or on the griddle that has become so very popular in restaurants and at home. The first step in this culinary journey begins with preheating a cast iron pan in the oven to a moderate 350 degrees. This gentle heat-up process is crucial to the perfect sear. Once hot, the pan is transferred to the stovetop, ready to bring the ribeye out and to life. The steak preparation involves brushing a little oil onto a 1.5 pound or 24-ounce ribeye steak. Here today we have a pretty large, wonderful cut. Make sure both sides are oiled, peppered, and marinade brushed before entering the pan. This allows for the marinade to adhere better and the pepper to stick evenly. Butter the pan and add oil here as well, plus marinade. If utilized, our marinade is a nice extra touch, but not necessary for this old-time simple recipe. The key here is to find a steak with excellent marbling, promising a deliciously juicy result. The steak then meets the preheated pan, sizzling on contact. This sizzle is not just pleasing to the ears, but also an indicator that the pan is at the right temperature. Be prepared for a bit of smoke, so ensure a well-ventilated cooking area. Infusing the steak with flavors comes next with fresh thyme, cloves of garlic, marinade, and butter all joining the pan. I add before and after. Some folks will just add the preferred butter and seasoning to the pan. After a quick stint in the pan for 2 to 3 minutes, the steak is flipped and the process is repeated several times. Then the steak should be placed into the oven for 6 to 7 minutes and then rebasted with butter several more times. Then plate and serve after a 5-minute rest. We would like you to watch Make a Classic Pan-Seared Ribeye Steak by The Test Kitchen, hosted by Michael Chef Ollier, shows exactly how it's done like a pro. So no need for us to try to recreate that. We just wanted to explain for some of our customers here today. More butter and a good spooning of the herby garlic-infused liquid over the steak ensures an even appetizing crust. After reaching an internal temperature of around 110 degrees, the steak is ready to be taken off the heat and rested. This rest period, lasting about 5 minutes, is essential as it allows the juices to redistribute within the steak. Finally, the moment of truth arrives. The steak is sliced, revealing a perfectly cooked interior. Served on a plate with the delectable brown butter poured over, the pan-seared ribeye steak is a sight to behold and a joy to taste. To summarize, the secret behind the special pan-seared ribeye lies in the technique. The gentle heating of the pan, the preparation of the steak, the infusion of flavors, and the careful monitoring of the steak's internal temperature all contribute to a mouth-watering result. The pan-seared ribeye steak is a testament to how traditional cooking techniques can create a dish that is both simple and extraordinary. I've encountered a few folks who tell me a pan or griddle cooked steak is just not acceptable. I agree to disagree. With just butter and oil and liquid seasoning mixes, I can produce a wonderful, flavorful ribeye or tomahawk steak that will please even the pickiest of meat lovers. And with our wine country's finest marinade introduced into the mix, it's even more delightful. We just wanted to explain this process, so the images used are just randoms. We did not actually pan-fry a ribeye today. Please see Make a Classic Pan-Seared Ribeye Steak recipe by The Test Kitchen. I'm CJ here today at Wine Country's finest marinades. We agree a fine steak can be cooked in a pan with or without our cooking sauce and marinade.